Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Thistledowns here on Saturday. It is June the 25th, 2016. I'm going to look at the stakes races 7 and 8. I'm going to give you a double play to play. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. So, like I said, I'm going to give you a daily double starting off at race number 7 to go into race number 8, the featured of the meet, I guess, from Thistle. It's the Ohio Derby. So let's get on to it. Starting off at race number 7, it's the 14th running of the J. William Petro Memorial Handicap Purse, $75,000. The Phillies Mayor Streels and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses, including a part of an entry of a 1A and a 1X, which you don't see in a while. You don't see a lot anymore. Traveling a mile and 1/16. It's a very nice race here to start off this double, and I'm going to go too deep in it. If you want to play the pick 4, there's a pick 4 and pick 5 that go with this race. They just lowered the takeout rate starting today to 15%, which is very nice. Yeah, if you want to do that, play pick 4, pick 5. But I'm going to play the double. I'm going to go in this leg. I'm going to go too deep. I'm going to go 3-5. Number 3, Bold Kate. 7-2. Last time out, running here at Thistle, 6 furlongs on June the 4th, Indian Agora stakes for $75,000. Horse finished 5th by 6 3/4 lengths, so 70 cents to the dollar that day. And it just didn't have a really good closing bid. This horse is more towards a 2-turn horse, I think. Start before that came at Thistle, 6 furlongs in the mud, an optional 20 claimer. Horse won by 5.5 lengths. He just had a very nice victory. And then last year came in this race on the slop. This horse won by 5 1/4 lengths. Very nice victory. This horse is a winner of 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Last start, he lost that winning streak. But I think this horse will have a very good start today. Around 2 turns, this horse proved himself. He won this race last year, and he won the Tomboy at mile 16th over at River Downs, or Belterra as they call it now. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm also going to go with the 5 horse on my ticket. Number 5, just a little smoke at 3-1. T.D. Houghton on this one. Last time out, came out of the Angora Stakes at Thistle a few weeks ago. This horse won it by 2.5 lengths. Had a driving move that day. Very nice finish. Start before that was in the mud. First start of the year here at Thistle, an optional 20 claimer. Horse finished 3rd by 6 3/4 lengths. It was a little bit wide. First start of the year, you kind of expect that. And then the first Lady Stakes, 75 grand here over at Mahoning Valley, 6 furlongs, November 21st. Horse won by length. A very nice victory. This horse is going around 2 turns. Last time this horse ran around 2 turns was in the Tomboy Stakes at Belterra last season. This horse finished 2nd by 7 3/4 lengths behind Bold Kate, who I had that day. This horse just really couldn't close up that day, but I think this horse should really do well. He's run this distance twice. He won once and lost once. That loss was a 2nd place finish. I think this horse could really do a good run here. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Thistledowns, it's the William Pedro Memorial Handicap. I'm going to go 3-5 in the daily double. So 3-5. So now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race is the featured of the card. It is the feature, like I said. It's the, as I stall for a second to let my iPad load, it's the 82nd running of the Ohio Derby Purse, $500,000 for 3-year-olds. We have a field of 10 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8 here. And I think it's a little bit wide open. I went 4 deep in this race, and to finish off this double, I went 3-5-8-10, 3-5-8-10. But starting off with number 3, who is Adventist, 3-1 coming in from New York to run with Aaron Grider on this one out of any given Saturday. Last time out, ran at Belmont Park, Monley in the Peter Pan, where 3 horses are coming out of the Peter Pan to run this race. Horse finished 4th by 4 lengths that day. Was a little bit outkicked. The winner unified, and the 2nd place finish, Governor Malibu. Governor Malibu probably had one of the, had a horrible trip in the Belmont. I think this Governor Malibu could have won that day if he got clear, and if he did, I would have hit big. But with that being said, I think this horse finished 4th in the Peter Pan. Behind Unified is basically a sprinter. I think a 1-turn horse. It was a elongated sprint this mile 8th race at Belmont. Horse really couldn't get a good closing kick. Then Aqueduct on the mud, mile 8th in the Woodland Memorial. Horse finished 3rd by 2.5 lengths. Closed up a little bit, but couldn't catch Outwork in Trojan Nation. And then the Gotham, this horse finished 3rd by 2 lengths. Again, closed up. I think this horse, if he gets a good trip, should really close up to a very nice victory. Around 2 turns again, which would be perfect. So I'm going to use him along with the 5 horse, number 5, Cocked and Loaded. 4-1, Willie Martinez for Larry Ravelli. Last time out in the Arlington Classic at Arlington Park on a yielding turf course, mile 16th. This horse finished 11th by 17 and a quarter lengths that day. Just tired. Was stuck to pace early, but just got weakened on turf first time out on turf. I believe it will be the last time. Start before that was in the Pate Mile at Churchill Derby Day. Horse finished 13th by 19 and a quarter lengths. Just weakened early. Was far back, beat one horse. Just throw that race out. And then the Bayshore at Aqueduct, 7 furlongs on the mud. This horse finished third by 11 lengths. Weakened. All 3 starts this year have been pretty, poor. But I think this horse should improve today. This horse won the Iroquois at Churchill as a 2-year-old and finished 5th in the Breeze Cup Juvenile behind Nyquist. But I think this horse should have a good start here today. He's out of Colonel John, who was one of my favorite horses. So I'm going to use him on my double, along with the 8 horse, number 8, a horse coming out of the Derby, number 8, Mo Tom at 5-2. Javier Castellano coming in to ride this one from New York out of Uncle Mo. Last time out, ran at Churchill Monoquarter in the Kentucky Derby. Horse finished 8th by 10 and a quarter lengths. Had a horrible trip. Got taken 7 wide into the turn. This horse is just the definition of bad trip. This horse always finds a way to get a bad trip. The start before that was the Fairgrounds mile 8th in the Louisiana Derby. The horse finished 4th by 6 lengths. This horse had to check at the 16th pole and the 8th pole on the rail. A lot of people blamed Corey Lannery for the ride. Tom Amos also blamed him for the ride, but what can you say? It was just not the best of rides. And then start 4 that was in the Risen Star at the Fairgrounds. Horse finished 3rd by 1/4 lengths. Again, this horse found a way to find a bad trip. This horse's last one came in the Lecomont at the Fairgrounds. Horse won by 2 1/4 lengths. Hit the gate, but had a very nice victory closing up that day. So I'm going to use this horse on my ticket. I'm also going to use a little bit of long shot. Number 10, Decorated Soldier at 12-1. John Velasquez for Todd Pletcher. Last time out, we're in at Belmont, a mile 8th, and the Peter Pan. Horse finished 5th by 8 3/4 lengths that day. Just weakened. I think this horse is a better 2-turn horse. He's getting to 2 turns today, which should help. Start before that was at Oaklawn, 1 mile Northern Spur. Horse won by neck that day. Was starting to pace early, but was wide, but had an all-out finish with that short stretch to the mile. Then Tampa Bay, 6.5 furlongs, main special weight, 25,000. Horse won by 7.5 lengths first start of the year. A very clear victory. I'm going to use him on my doubles. So to recap my bets for race number 8 from Thistledowns, it's the 82nd running of the Ohio Derby. I'm going to go 3, 5, 8, 10 in the second leg of the daily double, starting off at race number 7. Race number 7, the first leg of this daily double, I'm going to go 3, 5. And race number 8, I'm going to go 3, 5, 8, 10. For a dollar double, it's going to cost you $8. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.